Hey everybody, welcome to Let's Talk in English here on PTS and on the radio. My name is Gabe.
And my name's Andrea. We're glad you joined us today.
Yes, we are for our lesson called Let's Make It. Okay, well, let's first look at the key words for this lesson. The first key word, are you ready? The first key word is kit. Kit. Katie needs something from the kit. She is making a basket.
Our next key word is build. Build. Joe builds houses. That's his job.
Directions. Directions. Read the directions first, then build the chair.
Part. Part. Bobby is fixing his car. He needs one more part for it. Thanks for saying those. Now, let's say them again. The first one is kit. Kit.
Build. Build.
Directions. Directions.
Part. Part. And now it's time for the next part of our show, talking to Eddie and finding out what today's mission will be. Eddie? Eddie?
Huh?
Eddie.
That is cool. You have a guitar.
Well, I'm trying. I just built it.
Wow!
You built a guitar?
Yeah,
You made it yourself?
yeah.
That's great.
It doesn't play, though.
Oh.
I think I need some strings.
Oh,
Whoa.
that's true. Well, Eddie, we can help you with that after you give us today's mission.
Oh, okay. All right. The mission? What is Max making?
What is Max making?
And let's find out in today's lesson right now. Sarah, I'm home.
Hey, Max.
Look at this.
What is it?
It's a kit. I'm making a tricycle.
Why are you making a tricycle?
It's for Small Town's tricycle race. This year, Ben and I are in the race. Well, at the beginning of this conversation, Max says something interesting when he comes into the house. What is that?
Well, he says, Sarah, I'm home. Now, I'm home is a way to let people know that you are there.
So if you come in and you want everybody to know, then here's a good phrase to use. I'm home.
I'm home. Well, Max is home, and what is happening?
Haha, well, it's a good question. Max has a kit. He's making a tricycle. Let's look at this keyword, the word kit. Say it with me again. Kit. A kit is a set of things that you put together. Sometimes a kit will come in a big box with many different things inside that you need to put together.
That's right, a kit. A kit has everything you need, but you have a big job to do as well. You have to put everything where it should go.
So there are many things that could be from a kit. You could go and buy a table, and it doesn't look like a table at first. It is a kit. You need to make the table from this kit. So you might take the table legs and put it together with the table top. Then you can finish the table.
Well, what kind of kit do they have? They have a tricycle kit. They are making a tricycle.
Hey, you know what? I think we found the answer to our mission. Today's mission is, what is Max making?
What is Max making? Max is making a tricycle.
He's making a tricycle. Well, hey, let's make our way over to the next part of the show and learn some more English.
Why don't you buy a tricycle?
That's no fun. Ben is building a tricycle. I can build one too.
Okay. Do you need help?
No thanks. I can do it.
Are you sure? You don't read directions.
I don't need directions. I can build without them. Don't worry.
Well, we'll see if this works. You usually need directions to build something. At the beginning of our conversation, Sarah asks a good question. Why don't you buy a tricycle? And Gabe, why doesn't Max just buy a tricycle?
He could buy a tricycle, but building a tricycle is more fun, and really, I think that Max wants to be like Ben because Ben is also building a tricycle.
That's true, and we are going to learn this key word. It is the verb build. Build. When you build something, that means you make it or you put it together. You decide what comes first, second, third, fourth. You are building it.
So, like I said before, if you have a kit and you want to make a table, then you need to build that table. You need to put the kit together. You build it.
And something that can help you is to read the directions. Let's learn that key word. Directions. Directions. Now, when you are building something, you should read the directions. The directions tell you what to do. They tell you what to do first, second, third, and so on.
And it's important to read the directions when you are building something. And also, if you want to get to a certain place, someone might give you directions. They might write down where you need to turn right and where you need to turn left and what road you will take. Those are also directions.
Well, Max says that he can build the tricycle without directions. We'll see how that goes.
Max takes the directions out of the box. He doesn't look at them. He takes everything out of the kit. Sarah reads the directions. Max puts some parts together, but they fall apart. Max gets a screwdriver. Sarah stops him. She shows him the directions. Then they work together on the tricycle.
Well, this is interesting. I'm reading this Read It paragraph, and I notice a word that comes up a lot in this paragraph. Andrea, do you know what word this is?
Well, yes, Gabe, I think you're talking about the word directions. Now, we just learned that as a key word.
That's right, directions. And we see that Max takes out the directions, and he does not look at the directions, and he puts the directions on the table, so he doesn't look at them at all. But he does take out the parts, and that is a word that I want to talk about, the word part. Part. A part of something is a piece of something.
When you take parts out of a kit, the parts are the things that you need to build whatever the kit is for.
And so if you are making a puzzle, the piece of a puzzle is a part of a puzzle. You put the many pieces together and the different parts become a whole and complete.
Well, Max tries to put some parts together, but they fall apart. That means they do not stay together.
That's right. And that's an interesting word, apart. If something falls apart, that means the parts are not together. When you add the letter A in front of the word part, then it means it's not together anymore. And we see that the pieces fall apart.
Well, Max and Sarah are now going to work together, and I think that that will help.
Yes, it will help when they work together.
Word power.
It's time for word power. Do you like building things? What do you use to build something? There are many different tools. A tool is something that can help you do things. When we build things, we need tools. Tool, tool. Some people have many different tools. If you have a lot of tools, you keep them inside a toolbox. Then you can carry them with you and you won't lose them. Toolbox, toolbox. What kind of tools can you have in your toolbox? One kind of tool is a screwdriver. A screwdriver puts screws into wood. When you want to put two pieces of wood together, you can use this tool. Screwdriver, screwdriver. A hammer is another kind of tool. You use a hammer to hit nails or other things. Hammer, hammer. Scissors cut things. You can cut paper, string, and cloth. Scissors, scissors. Do you need to know how long something is? You can use a tape measure. Tape measure, tape measure. When something is too tight or too loose, you use a wrench. A wrench is a tool that makes things tighter or looser. Wrench, wrench. Well, now that you know these words, build something. Remember these words, and you'll have word power!
Conversation replay.
Sarah, I'm home.
Hey, Max.
Look at this.
What is it?
It's a kit. I'm making a tricycle.
Why are you making a tricycle?
It's for Small Town's tricycle race. This year, Ben and I are in the race.
Why don't you buy a tricycle?
That's no fun. Ben is building a tricycle. I can build one too.
Okay. Do you need help?
No thanks. I can do it.
Are you sure? You don't read directions.
I don't need directions. I can build without them. Don't worry.
Max takes the directions out of the box. He doesn't look at them. He takes everything out of the kit. Sarah reads the directions. Max puts some parts together, but they fall apart. Max gets a screwdriver. Sarah stops him. She shows him the directions. Then they work together on the tricycle.
Calendar phrase.
You know, I was making this thing, and my dad came along and told me, Gabe, you need to follow the directions. It's very important to follow the directions. Do you think he's right?
Yes, I agree with your dad. You should follow the directions.
Well, I'll keep that in mind next time I'm making something. But for now, let's talk about the calendar phrase. Today's phrase is follow the directions.
Follow the directions.
If you are making something, then you need to make sure that you look at the directions and that you follow the directions. Otherwise, what you make could turn out to be something different.
That's true. You should always follow the directions.
It could come out wrong if you don't. So follow the directions. And right now, let's go on to see our calendar phrase skit.
Follow the directions.
Follow the directions.
Hey Jan, this is for you.
A new cell phone? Wow! How do I use it?
Just follow the directions.
Okay. Where are the directions?
They're in the box. Follow the directions. Then you can use your cell phone.
Okay. Thanks, John.
You're welcome. Remember,
Follow the directions. I know.
follow the directions.
Follow the directions.
Hey everybody, now it's time to find out the question of the day. Let's go to Eddie. Hey,
Yeah?
Eddie.
Oh, Eddie, is your guitar working now?
Not yet, not yet. I still need some more practice.
Okay.
That's
so,
good. Well, we need to practice some more right now. So, can you give us the question?
Oh, okay, yeah. Do you put things together? Why or why not?
Do you put things together? Why or why not?
yes, I do put things together, but only if I have directions. That way I know how to put things together.
You said something very important. It's important to follow directions so that you can make something the right way. Well, hey everyone, we want to thank you very much for joining us here at Let's Talk in English,
We're on PTS and the radio.
where putting things together can be fun. And of course, speaking in English.
That's true.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.